teach you all pronouns today. Let's begin with our lesson on pronouns. First, let me explain to you what are pronouns and why do we need to use them? Why do we need to replace nouns for the sake of using pronouns? Pronouns are small words that are used in the place of nouns. For example, I, you, he, she, our, ourselves, themselves, some. The main reason why we use pronouns is in order to avoid repetition in language. So, pronouns help in avoiding repetition of nouns. For example, do you like Rohan? I don't like Rohan. Rohan is too arrogant. If I keep making sentences like this, I am going on repeating the noun Rohan. With pronouns, we can say, do you like Rohan? I don't like him. He is too arrogant. Seems like a much better construction because it's not making use of repetition now. There are various types of pronouns. I am first going to teach you personal pronouns. Examples of personal pronouns are I, me, you, he, him, she, and so on. Can you explain how are the words I, me, my, mine, and myself different from one another? They are all used for describing oneself, isn't it? Let's look at the first one. Look at this sentence. Jack broke the window. Here, the noun Jack is the subject of the sentence. The second sentence, the window was broken by Jack. Jack is in the objective case of the sentence. In both the sentences, the noun Jack remains to be the same. Is this the case with pronouns too? Let us see how the subject and object combination changes in the case of pronouns. If we substitute the word Jack by he, the sentences would read like this. He broke the window, and in the second case, where Jack is the objective case of the sentence, it becomes the window was broken by him. The pronoun undergoes a change when used as a subject or as an object of a sentence. That is the difference between he and him, I and me, and so on. Let us have a look at the first person personal pronouns first of all. First person is the pronoun which I use for myself. The speaker makes use of the first person. The subject form of the first person is I in the singular case and we in the plural case. If it is placed in the objective case of a sentence, it is me or us. Possessive case is expressed when I want to exhibit my ownership over something. Then I make use of the possessive case pronoun. When the pronoun is placed before an object or that is a noun, then I make use of my or our. Right? This is my house or this is our house. But when I make use of it after the noun, then I make use of the words mine or ours. This bag is mine. This purse is ours, and so on. Let's look at some more examples. I or we completed the project. Here, the pronoun is the subject of the sentence. But if I change it to passive voice, the project was completed by me or us. This is now the object or objective case. So, there is a change in the pronoun. How is possessive case expressed in nouns? Let us have a look. Belongs to in nouns is expressed like this. This is Ram's bag. The apostrophe expresses possession. But let us see how it is expressed in the case of pronouns. My or our house needs repairs. My and our are used before the object. The possessive pronoun, these books are mine or ours. Mine or ours are used after the object. Let us have a look at the second person personal pronouns. The subjective form of the second person is you in the singular case and you in the plural case also. You doesn't undergo a change even in the objective form. So it remains to be you whether it is singular or plural. The possessive adjective of you is your or yours. The possessive pronoun is also your or yours. The form you remains to be the same in number of cases. Let's have a look at the third person personal pronoun. First of all, let us understand what is the meaning of third person. Third person refers to the person about whom we are speaking. Most of the time, the person who is not present along with us at the time of conversation is referred to as the third person. The first one that I will teach now is the subjective form. If the pronoun is the subject of the sentence, then we make use of the following words. If the pronoun is the subject of the sentence, then we make use of the words he for singular male, she. If the pronoun is singular and female, it. If it is singular and neuter, and they is a common plural form. If the pronoun is the object of the sentence, then we make use of him for singular male, her for singular female, it for singular neuter gender, and them is a common plural form for all of them. If the pronoun expresses possession, then we make use of his for singular male, her for singular female, its for singular neuter, and theirs is a common plural. The possessive pronoun is his, hers, its, and theirs. We use he if the noun that the pronoun is replacing is an adult human being or animals gender specified. She is used for singular female, adult human beings and animals gender specified. Now this is an interesting one. We make use of it for singular neuter gender. The explanation of neuter gender is not adult human beings, gender not specified. For example, child, infant or baby. They are small human beings, but we do not know if a child or an infant or a baby is a girl or boy. In that case, we make use of it to replace these nouns. We make use of animals if the gender is not specified. We make use of it to replace plants or all other non-living objects. They is a common plural for all of them. I am going to give you some rules related to the usage of a number of pronouns used in the same sentence. When all the three persons are used together in one sentence, the order should be like this: third person, second person, and then first person. For example, Reva, you and I will always remain friends. This sequence is applicable for all positive and neutral connotation sentences. But if the meaning of a sentence is a negative one, then what will you do? For negative connotation sentences that express failure or blame taking, the order of pronouns changes to first person, followed by second person, and then followed by third person. For example, I, you, and Anand must take the blame for the failure of this project. So, names of people or other nouns used in a sentence are treated as third person. As you can see, one of them is a proper noun. Let us understand contractions. What are contractions? Contractions are short forms that are formed when two words are joined together to form another word. Many contractions are formed with the help of pronouns. They are normally used in informal writing, dialogues, and conversation. A contraction makes use of the apostrophe. Since I have changes to I've, she will turns into she'll, we are changes to we're, you are changes to you're, I would, I had changes to I'd, I am changes to I am, it is turns into it's. So nouns form possessive case and pronouns form contractions when we make use of the apostrophe. So this is something we really need to keep in mind in order to avoid making mistakes. It is forms its, whereas its is the possessive form of it. Now I'm bringing forth some very commonly made errors. The correct form of writing your